Hola, hello, hello. Hi. Estamos conectándonos. We are connecting here with my Instagram, my Facebook, and my YouTube. So a little bit, I'm always ready. I'm always earlier. Okay, let's take the picture here. Let's do the crossing the legs. I said, pow. You said, wow. Let's go here on Instagram. Are we ready? Yes. Okay, so remember, we are doing English right now. Muestra tu vestido, my dress. Hi. Okay, so we have a beautiful, beautiful lecture today. We are talking about balance. Ingrid. Thank you, Manolita. Okay, guys, are you ready? Let me know. Are you ready? I'm ready. Remember, I said I was going to connect at 10:45, but I'm always ready. So because I'm ready, you don't have to wait. Hola, John. Good morning. Good morning. I have a beautiful, beautiful lecture for you guys today. So let me get going here. There are two areas in our life that we need to manage. Well, there's many, but we are going to be focusing today in being in alignment and being in balance with your physical life and your emotional life. So today we sort of have more knowledge. I'm assuming that we have more knowledge about your physical life. Most people are into fitness, into nutrition, exercising every day, and so on. So today we're going to talk about that aspect of our life that is our emotional alignment. How to stay in balance with our emotions. So we have two areas. So the second area that we are talking about today is your emotional life. We know that how we feel emotionally has a dramatic impact on your physical body. The way you feel emotionally is going to have a huge impact in your physical body. The field of psychosomatic medicine deals with the impact of psycho is the mind and soma is the body. According to studies in this area, 80 to 90% of all your physical illnesses are caused because of your emotional life, emotional disbalance, emotionally disalignment. How can you tell if you are emotionally out of balance or out of alignment? It's very easy if you are the type of person that you listen to your body and you listen to your emotion, how you feeling, how you responding to the emotional triggers that you might find during your daily life. It's just the same thing when you go to the doctor tries to listen to your heart, That he gave his tool and he started listening and he pays attention very carefully, so that way he can determine how your heart is functioning. The same thing that we have to do with our emotional, physical, and spiritual life. We have to listen. We have to pay attention. But we are so distracted with the world that we don't take the time to listen and to pay attention. How do you feel when you are in balance, when you are in alignment? You feel calm, you feel confident, you feel relaxed, you feel poised and at peace with yourself and your life. So when you are in balance, when you are in balance, you feel calm, you feel confident, you feel relaxed, you feel poised, and you feel at peace with yourself and with your life. When you are out of balance, you feel unhappy, stressed out, anxious, angry, resentful, negative, pessimistic, and depressed. Okay? So listen to this. This is the difference when you feel, when you are in balance, when you are in alignment, you feel at peace. Are you feeling at peace? Do you feel calm? Do you feel confident? Do you feel relaxed? Do you feel poised? Do you feel at peace with yourself and with your life? Those are the qualities that you experience when you are in balance and in alignment. Now, what happened, the opposite is when you are out of balance, you feel unhappy, you feel stressed, you feel anxious, you feel resentful, you feel negative, you feel pessimistic, and you feel depressed. So that's the big difference between having a life that you take the time to do to balance your life, and we'll be talking about that in a few minutes, and when you are not. In each area of your life, you will have a different set of feelings. In some parts of your life, you will feel perfectly happy, and in other part of your life, you will feel unease. And then sometimes you feel frustrated. So all those areas of your life, you need to work. Your job is to go through your life and start like you go through your closet. You start taking out all this activity, all the feelings, all the reaction, all the negativity that is affecting your life. So that way you can develop strategies in which you can manage and deal with your life in a perfect way. But it will take some time, the time for you to listen to see what are those things in your life that are not working perfectly, so that you need to work on them. One of the most okay, so one of the most probably breakthrough in psychology in the 20th century probably is the discovery of self-concept, because your self-concept is going to determine if you are in balance or you are out of balance, if you are in alignment or you are not, or you are out of alignment. Remember what happened when your car is out of alignment and balance. If you take your car to the mechanic is going to suggest to you that you do some alignment and some balance in the tires of the car so your car can function in a better way. The same thing happened with us. So we have our self-concept is going to determine the degree of balance that I find myself. You have a self. I'm gonna go step by step because I don't want to miss anything. You have a self concept. we all know that. This concept is the master program of your personal computer. So you have a biological computer. Whatever is imprinted in your computer, in your conscious mind, is gonna be whatever is imprinted in your subconscious mind is the way you're gonna behave. And we talk about that in a few minutes. It is made up, and this self concept, your computer, your biological computer, is made up of all the ideas, experiences, decisions, emotions, knowledge, and belief that you have developed from infancy to today. All these, repeat, ideas, all the ideas from the time you were born. And in some cases, they believe even before you were born, they believe that as the woman or the parent, the mom, act, behave, and feel during pregnancy, it's going to be affecting the baby. So some people have proved also that they have you know, they have, well, I'm not going to go too much in there. But some people believe that it can be even before birth, that you are accepting these ideas, experiences, decisions, emotions, knowledge, and belief that you have developed from infancy. So that how your self-concept is going to be formed based on all these ideas. And all, of course, your behavior is always going to match how you feel. It's always going to match your self concept. You cannot change anything on the outside world unless you first change your self concept. You cannot change anything in the outside world permanently unless first you change your self concept. There are different types of self-confidence. The self-confidence, one of the you can say, okay, what is a self-confidence concept? You have a self-confidence concept for the kind of person you are, for your personality and your attitude and your value. That's one self concept that you have. So you have a self concept for the kind of person you are, for your personality and your attitude and your values. So your personality, attitude, values is going to determine your self confidence. You have a self concept for the kind of person or kind of life you lead, for your income, your home, your car, and the type of work that you do. So that's also going to define your self concept. So these are ideas that you have about yourself, how you think and feel about yourself, how you see yourself. You have a self concept for your health and your weight, how healthy, how healthy you want to be, which is one of the areas of balancing and alignment. It's going to be your physical health, your physical well-being, and your emotional well-being. The level of fitness that you practice, how well you perform in activities, sport activities. You also have a self concept about how creative you are, about your intelligence, about your sense of humor, about your memory, about your ability to speak in public, and how competent you feel about yourself. So all these things that I just mentioned to you, and I'm going to repeat them because they're worth repeating, is what's going to make you, what's going to form who you are, the type of person you see yourself being. So you have a self-concept. This is what you have. You have a self-concept of the type of person you are. What type of person are you? How is your personality? What is your attitude? What are your values? That's going to be part of your self concept. Another area of your self concept is the kind of life that you lead. What kind of life you lead? What is your lifestyle? What is your income? That's another way, that's another self concept. If you have a self concept that you're always going to be broke, you're always going to be broke because that's your self concept. How about your home? What type of home will you like? What type of house you want it? That's part of your self concept. The type of car that you drive, the type of work that you do, that also is going to determine your self concept. Let me check it here. Okay. Checking out because in Facebook is coming offline. Okay, release. Okay, reconnect them. You have a self concept about your health, and this is a very critical one because what is your self concept about your health? How healthy are you? What is your self concept about your fitness level? Another self concept that you have, another area, is about your creativity. Do you feel that you are a creative person, that you have everybody has creativity, everybody. But some people don't have it or they don't use it because they don't know that they have it. It's just like you have a treasure within you, but you don't know. Intelligence. Do you feel like you are an intelligent person? Do you feel that you have a sense of humor? And in this point in life, you need to have a sense of humor. It's detrimental to your health. How about your memory? Are you going around telling people, oh, I can't remember name because I have a lousy memory? What kind of talk is that? Because when you're talking about you don't have a good memory, you're reinforcing something that you don't want. So you better change the way you talk to yourself because that's a self-concept. Thinking that you cannot remember that you're not intelligent, that you don't have memory, you can't speak in public. You train yourself, you will, because it's a matter of training yourself. How about how competent are you? Do you are the type of person that you feel a sense of competence? And if you don't feel competence, you don't feel like you're good enough, then you keep working at it because you're never going to be good enough. You're always going to be perfect for the moment. You're always going to be perfect for your purpose. But the only way you're going to be perfect for your purpose is if you work diligently every single day. That's the key. The key to success in life, that every single day you do your best, you work at yourself so you can achieve this kind of alignments and balance that we are talking about today. To get your life into integrated balance is essential for you to examine your inner world. Remember, as within, so without. You need to compare if my world inside of me, the way I feel about myself, my self concept matches the world outside. And so what happens is the world within, how you feel within yourself, is going to be reflected in the world outside. Your self concept is made up of three areas. Your self concept is made up in three areas. Remember, I'm talking about alignment and balance. You cannot go into perfect balance and perfect alignment if you don't know who the heck you are. If you're the type of person who don't have an idea about all the things that I just mentioned to you about your self-concept, then you are always going to be lost, frustrated, unhappy, and never want to be excellent. Never want to really challenge yourself to the perfect life. Your self concept is made up of three parts. The first part is your ideal self. When I do my seminars and when I'm working with my clients, I always ask them to dream outrageously, because even when you dream outrageously, you never match it, because even being outrageous never matches the thing that you can achieve in this life. So what is your ideal self? Do you have an ideal self? And it's something, this ideal self is something that you have to deal with it every single day. I do have an ideal self for me. And when you have an ideal self, you always expecting and demanding more and more from you. And some people might take it, oh, well, you cannot, like at the extreme. No, it's not an obsession. You can call it an obsession if you have that obsession to be excellent every single day. Every single day. So, what is your ideal self? I do have an ideal self for me. I know what I expect from me. I know what I can achieve. I know what I can do. I know that. And I know when I slack, when I don't do the best. And then I need to reset and start all over again. Because every single day is a new beginning. If every single day you start all over again. Don't get depressed, don't get upset, don't get frustrated, because every single day you need to start all over again. Every single day. This is the person, the self ideal. What is the self ideal? The self idea is the person you would like to be. The self ideal is the type of person you like to be. This is the description of your values that you feel are the highest that you can live by. Okay, let me break this down. So your ideal self is the type of person that you would like to be. Let me tell you one thing. I supposed to compete this weekend. I supposed to be on my way to Orlando for my competition this weekend. But I have an ideal self. I know what I can do. I know what I have done. And because I didn't match my ideal self with myself today, I, I talked to my coach. Fortunately, for my coach was on the same page that I am. He felt that I need to keep working out and improving and getting better, that I need to grow. And this is my coach. If my coach feel that instead of competing, just keep on working out, keep growing, keep increasing your muscle mass. I was so amazed about how my coach and I are in the same page, because I have an ideal self. I felt that this weekend, what I was looking at, it wasn't matching my ideal self, because I've been there before. And in that ideal self, I know I can be better than that ideal self. And that's my quest with me, because it's about my life, it's about my potential, and it's about the things that I believe that I can achieve. And it's the same with you. So your ideal self is the type of person you want to be. What type of person do you want to be? What type of person do you want to be? Don't be afraid to dream outrageously and determine the type of person that you want to be. Challenge yourself. By not competing this weekend, I'm challenging myself for the next one. It's an amazing, empowering feeling, because sometimes when let's say you quit, right? Some people might go, oh, she quit, you quit. No, sometimes not doing it because you have an ideal self empowers you even more. I feel stronger. I feel more motivated. I feel more empowered. So your ideal self is the type of person that you want to be. Your ideal self is made up of a combination of all the quality that you most admire in yourself and in other people. So you see what are the things that you admire about you. What do you like about you? And what do you like about other people that you like to emulate, that you like to have as a role model, that you want to use them as mentor? Those are the people that will take a space in your head. People, the only people that should be taking a space in your head, it will be the type of people that you want to, that you want to, that your mentors, than people that you want to emulate, the people that role models for you, people that you want to be like. Those are the people that should be taking any space in your psyche. Sometimes you can define your ideal self by asking, okay, listen, this is important. Sometimes you can define your self ideal by asking yourself, what will you look like and how will you be described by others if you develop yourself into the finest human being that you can become? Isn't this sweet? This is to me sweet. This is sweeter than mango. So you're right. Sometimes you can define, I'm gonna repeat it. Sometimes you remember, I'm a teacher. Okay, I was born a teacher. That's my calling. Sometimes you can define your ideal self by asking yourself, what will you look like and how you will be described by others if you develop yourself into the finest human being you could ever become. Isn't this fabulous? Doesn't that get you excited? Just thinking about the type of person that I can become, it's just fabulous. That's the journey of life. That's the purpose of life. The second part of your self concept is your self image. The second part of your self concept, number one, it was your ideal self. What is your ideal self? Now, the second part is your self image. Your self image can be defined as the way you see yourself in the present moment. Your self image can be defined as the way you see yourself in the present moment. How do you see yourself in the present moment? How do you see yourself? Remember, as within, so without. If you see yourself beautiful, powerful, all the good stuff, that's what's going to come out. If you see yourself in a negative light, that's exactly what's going to happen. How do you see yourself in the present moment? Your self-image is a combination in how you see yourself, how others see you, and how others see you, and how you think others see you. Oh my God, can you be so ripped? Oh, great, Layla. Okay, let me read this back again. Your self-image, because all this I'm sharing with you today is going to make an impact in having balance and being in alignment with your life. The balance and the alignment, the only side effect of that is success. And I imagine you are the type of person that were born for success, right? Because we all are. Your self-image is a combination. Your self-image is a combination. Listen to this, because then sometimes you wonder yourself, you get depressed and you don't know why. You sad, you don't know why. You get anxious and you don't know why. It's a combination of how you see yourself, how others see you, how other people see you. and how you think others see you. Imagine that. That will drive you nuts, right? But that's the truth. That's how our self-image our self-image is thinking, oh, what other people think about me? What other people see, how other people see me. If you are doing the right things and you are doing the right thing and you focus being the best person in life, you really don't care. You really don't care, but that comes later. All three might be different. This is you might see yourself in a certain way. You may think others see you in a different way. And then others might see you differently from your perception. That's a giving, right? That's a giving. You might see yourself in a certain way. That's true. You see yourself in a certain the way I see myself is not the way you see me. The way I see myself is not the way you see me. You might think others see you in a different way. Other people see me in a different way? Absolutely. And then others might see you differently from your perception. Yes, absolutely. People don't have a clue of who I am. You always perform on the outside consistent with the mental picture that you have of yourself on the inside. Very powerful. Listen, you always perform or behave on the outside, your behavior, your attitude in the outside world is consistent with the mental picture that you have on the inside. Whatever mental picture, whatever kind of idea you have about who you are, the way you see yourself, that's exactly what's going to manifest in the outside world. You cannot be something inside and behave differently. What is that word, the quote that says, your actions speak so loud, I cannot hear what you are saying. Your behavior. If you see yourself as a positive and happy, confident, competent, and capable in your personal life and work, you will behave like that on the outside towards other people. If you see yourself as positive, happy, confident, and competent and capable in your personal life and in your work life, you will behave like that on the outside world toward other people. You can always tell what your self-image is in any area of your life by examining how you feel when you are with other people. How do you feel when you are with other people? A person with a positive self-image is relaxed and confident with others. When you have a positive self-image, you are relaxed and confident with others. A person with a negative self-image feels insecure and inferior with others, especially with people he feels are ahead of him or her. So that sense of insecurity when you are with other people because you don't feel confident, your self-image, you don't have that sense of that you are worthy. You are constantly questioning your worth, and that's a mistake. When your self-image is fully integrated, the way you see yourself, the way others see you, and the way you think others see you are the same. Isn't this beautiful? I'm going to stop in here and repeat it again. When your self image is fully integrated, The way you see yourself, the way other people see you, and the way you think others see you are the same. Wow! That is success. That is success. When it's an integration, it's integrated. All these three concepts: how you see yourself, how other people see you, and how you think other people see you. It's the same. You are the same all over the place. You are not a fake person. You know, here you behave one way, and here you behave that in another way. And this, like they call a chameleon, changing colors based on wherever you are. What you see is what you get. Like, what was Wilson? What was his name? The comedian? He said, what you see is what you get. And the same happened with me. I can tell you, with me, what you see is what you get. Praise the Lord. Thank you, baby Jesus. The more you are living your life consistent with your values and ideals, the more integrated your self-image is, and the better you perform at everything you do. I repeat, Tuti, I love you. Thank you for being there, mommy. The more you are living your life consistent, you have to be consistent. You cannot be wishy-washy. You cannot be lukewarm. You have to have passion. You have to embrace it. You have to be consistent. You have to have perseverance. You have to have commitment. You have to have discipline. The more you live your life consistent with your values. What are your values? What are your ideals? The more you live your life consistent with your values and ideals, the more integrated your self-image is, and the better you perform and everything you do. That is a beautiful thing. That is beautiful. The third part of your concept is your self-esteem. Now we go into the third portion of your self-concept. Remember, in the beginning I said there are three areas of your self-concept. Now we are in the area number 3. Your self-esteem can be defined. This is a very interesting concept. Your self-esteem can be defined as how much you like yourself. There are people that go through life disliking, hating, not feeling good about yourself. Give me a break. Give me a break. If you are that type of person, I will recommend to you, go on my website or go in Amazon and order my books, my 5 books. Book 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And the books are numbered. This one is book number 1, and the other ones that you will see book number 2, 3, 4, and 5. Book number 6 is coming. Okay, so I'm saying that because we are describing what is the concept of self-esteem. And the self-esteem is defined as how much you like yourself and respect yourself. Your self-esteem is based or is defined in how much you like yourself and you respect yourself. My question to you is, do you like yourself? Yes. Do you respect yourself? Yes. Do you do everything you tell yourself you're going to do? Yes. Because when you promise yourself, when you tell yourself that you're going to exercise every single day and you do it every single day, you're building your self-esteem. When you make promises to yourself and you fulfill those promises, you are building your self-esteem. So your self-esteem is based on how much you like yourself and how much you respect yourself. It is your reputation with yourself. What is your reputation with yourself? My reputation with myself is the best. I have a lot of respect for myself. I like and I love myself. I'm my best friend, and that is built in discipline, courage, determination, resiliency, and all the good things in life. And faith, of course. So, what is your reputation with yourself? Do you have a good reputation with yourself? Because this is behind closed doors. Nobody knows. Nobody knows about how much you like yourself, how much you respect yourself, how much how great your self-esteem is or your self-image, and so on. So this is behind closed door, and you have to really do an evaluation of yourself and start putting things in order so you can develop strategies to cultivate balance and alignment in your life. Your level of self esteem determines your personality. That makes sense, right? Your level of self esteem determines your personality. How your level of also is going to be determine your personality, your level of stress, how much enthusiasm, how much excitement you have for your life. It's just what I just said. Okay. And of course, that self-esteem not only is going to determine your personality. Okay, I'm going to repeat it because it's worth repeating. Your level of self-esteem is going to determine your personality, it's going to determine your stress level, it's going to determine how much enthusiasm and excitement you have in life, how happy you are, how positive you are, and how well you get along with other people. Oh my goodness. And now, what is the key to high self-esteem? I'm gonna finish with this point, and I'm gonna stop and then read your comments and answer your question. What is the key to high self-esteem? The key is very simple. Like everything in life, life is profound simplicity. We make it complicated. When your external behavior, when your behavior in the outside, the way you behave, that people see your behavior, and your highest values and ideals. Remember, we talk about ideals. What is your ideal self? When your external behavior and your highest values and ideals are consistent with each other, your self-esteem goes up. Isn't that interesting? When everything is in balance, of course your self-esteem is gonna go up. Of course you're gonna feel great about yourself. Of course you're gonna feel empowered. Of course you're gonna have consistency and all the good things. Now, when your ideal values are clear and when the qualities and behaviors that you most admire are the qualities and behavior that you manifest in your interaction with others, you like yourself better. That's repeating the same thing. Your self-respect, okay. When you have self-respect, you are happier. But this is one of the things that to achieve this kind of alignment and this kind of balance, it requires for effort. You have to work at it. It's just like the same way that you want a fit body. You want to develop muscle mass. You want to you want to be physically fit. Then you gotta go to the gym. You gotta work out. You gotta work out. So the same thing in this area when we're talking about our self-concept, our self-esteem, our ideal values, and all the things that will take us, because all the things that I just talked to you about is the reason, is the way we have to do, or the thing that we have to do to practice to achieve balance and alignment in our heart and in our life. Because that sense of emotional balance and the emotional balance is going to come through understanding of who I am. If I cannot understand who I am, how my how my mind works, am I made of, what am I doing here? If I don't take time to reflect and to discover, because it's a beautiful magic show to discover who you truly are. You need to examine your behavior. You need to be clear about your values. When you have your values, what are values? Let me stop here for 1 second. What are values? Because sometimes we through concept, but people, I'm assuming people know. Values is the core that makes yourself. Example, let me teach you with an example. One of my highest value is my health. So that's first. From the point of view, the physical body. Spiritual, my highest value is God. Having that clear, then my next value, the most important thing in my life is my health. I do not compromise myself for anything or anybody. Why? Because it's not worth it. If I'm not good for anybody, number one, I'm not good for me, and I'm not good for you and the people around me. So that's one of my greatest values. My health, my mental attitude, my spiritual life. And so what happened when you have your values clear? What is it that you value? Do you value money? That you value your job? You value your family? And in what is the levels of that? You have to have priorities. You have to prioritize your values. I don't understand. I have people, either clients or people that I know, that the person wants to exercise, but then the person tells me, oh, my husband doesn't want me to go to the gym. My wife doesn't want me to play tennis during the weekend. And this is crazy, because if you're not healthy, how you are going to limit what somebody is going to do activity that are going to benefit the health of that person? It's just nuts. It doesn't make any sense. You need to examine your behavior. So I'm going to stop here. I'm going to read your comments and I'm going to take your questions. And if nobody has questions or comments, then I said goodbye. So I hope this is going to be helping you, because okay, so what did I do this sense of alignment? Because in order to you need for us to live a healthy life, then we need to have some kind of balance. We need to have some kind of uh, things that cultivate our growth and our life, make life beautiful the way it's supposed to be. Okay, and you are an inspiration to me. Barbara, good morning, Barbara. Well, Barbara, I'm taping this video. It's going to be in my YouTube channel, so it's anytime. Remember the books. Oh, and the lecture for today, you find it, if you already have it, in book number 4. And in book number, number 4. Yeah, book number 4. and I started becoming a balanced human being. So you find the lecture today in my book number 4, in which I talk about a whole chapter on balance, balancing the emotion, to be emotionally balanced instead of going through life all depressed, all anxious, with fear and all these negative emotions that really are not good for your health. Okay, so I have 5 books, and all the 5 books you find them in Amazon or in my website. You find in my website. In my website, you also find the CDs. I have amazing CDs about how to train the mind, affirmation CD. The mind is designed for success. I have the magic of goal setting, the dynamic of attitude, your behavior. I have the mind designed for success. I mentioned that. The affirmation CD and the most amazing relaxation meditation CD. This CD is just the best meditation CD that you will find. And you can go to my website and you can download the CDs. Like if you want this, the mind is designed for success. In the beginning, when I started talking about the mind. So that you have to have whatever you're imprinting at the subconscious level, that's exactly how you're going to behave. You behave is based on what is imprinted already from the time you were born to now. So you find all this information also in my YouTube channel. You can come to my YouTube channel, watch the video. You just look for affirmation or you look for the mind. It is designed for success. You find the videos also in my YouTube channel. And of course, the CDs, you go to my website and you can download the CDs from my website. And it's an amazing life. It's just beautiful. Okay, so now I see this also. Amazon, no, the CDs in my website. If you go here in my profile and Instagram, you go there and you go to my website. I have the links to my YouTube channel, my Amazon, my website, and the CDs. You download them from my website, and the website is here in my profile. Barbara, thank you so much. Okay, YouTube, any questions, my YouTube friends here? Joanna said, you're so ripped. I like being ripped. I love feeling, I like being like that. Lucy, you're welcome. You're welcome. Okay, any questions? Oh, okay. Layla is still getting stronger. You are stunning. Lucy, thank you. I'm still working on my coffee. Okay, so I'm leaving. Okay, remember YouTube channel. Come to my YouTube channel. You can watch this video in YouTube anytime you want. Dr. Josefina. Press like. Leave some love in the comment. And bye YouTube. Bye John. Bye John. Bye Joanna. Leila. I say Pau. You say wow. El picture desde acá, vamos a enseñar un poquito de piernas. Isn't this? I love playing with you guys. Ciao. I love you. Bye. Mwah. And yes.